children. How are you all? Hope you all are good and healthy. I am Parvati, your social study teacher. Today we learn chapter number 3, Our Country, India. India is called a land of diversity. Why do you think India is called so? Because diversity means a lot of variety. Means people belonging to almost every faith can be found in India. People of all religions like Hindu, Sikh, Jain, Buddha, Islam and Christian, many more live together with great peace. In this lesson, you will learn about the different landforms of our country. The different landforms are the Himalayan mountains, the northern plains, the Deccan Plateau, the Thar Desert and the islands. India is a part of Asia. Do you know, children, what is Asia? Yes, Asia is a continent. As we learned in previous lesson, India is the 7th largest country in the world, where more than 100 crore people living. How many people living here? Yes, more than 100 crore people living in India. India is the most populated country in the world after China. What is meant by population? Yes, population means the number of people who live in a particular area or country. In India lives huge number of people. So we can say India is the most populated country in the world. But do you know, children, which country is most populated country in the world? Is it India or China? Yes, China is the most populated country in the world before India. Our country is not the same everywhere. It has many landforms. We have mountains, plains, plateaus, deserts and islands. Mountains are portions of the earth that rise steeply from the surrounding area. Means it rises up to thousands of meters above the land surface. मतलब यह पर्वत जमीन की सतह पर चारों तरफ से हजारों मीटर ऊपर तक उठता है. A chain of mountains form ranges. These are solid rocky masses present in long chain. What is range? Yes, a long chain of mountains is called a mountain range. These ranges have some of highest peaks in the world. What is peak? Yes, the tips of mountains are called peaks. Here it is marked with red pen, that is called peak. Mount Everest, the highest peak in the world, is a part of the Himalayan range. The high peaks are covered with snow throughout the year. The mountain region is extremely cold. Do you know, children? Some of big rivers start from the Himalayas. The name of the rivers which start from the Himalayas are the Ganga, Yamuna and the Brahmaputra. The melting snow from the mountains keep these rivers fed through the hot and dry summer months. As we move down to the lower slope, we find thick forest. This is called Tarai region. As we move down to the lower slopes, we find thick forests. This is called the Tarai region. Let's start to learn about northern plains. Students, do you know what are northern plains? Yes, plains are vast expanses of flat or gently rolling land. They are situated to the south of the Himalayas. These plains are also known as Gangetic Plains. The northern plains are formed by the silt deposited by Himalayan rivers. The northern plains are formed by the silt deposited by Himalayan rivers. Dear children, हिमालय के द्वारा जो नदियाँ बहकर आती है अपने साथ कीचड़ को भी बहाकर लेकर आती है. सिल्ट का मतलब है कीचड़. तो ये कीचड़ से जो ज़मीन का निर्माण होता है उसे ही कहते हैं नॉर्दर्न प्लेन्स. Many rivers like the Ganga and Yamuna flow through these plains. This makes the land very fertile and most suited for cultivation. The region is thickly populated. Many well-known cities and towns are located along the banks of the rivers Ganga and Yamuna. In the plains, it is very hot in the summer and cold in the winter. Let's start to learn about the Thar Desert. Students, do you know about deserts? A large area of land covered with sand is called a desert. As we travel to the northwestern part of our country, the landscape changes. We can see miles and miles of sand. This area is called the Great Indian Thar Desert or the Thar Desert. Do you know, children? This region gets very little rain. The climate here is dry and hot in summer and cold in winter. Life in the desert is difficult. The desert region is not thickly populated. The camel is commonly used in the desert for transport. It is called the ship of the desert. Let's start to learn about Deccan Plateau and the Ghats. The southern part of India is peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land jutting into the sea and surrounded by large water bodies on its three sides. In this picture, you can see the land which is surrounded by large water bodies on its three sides. The Indian peninsula has the Bay of Bengal to its east, the Arabian Sea to its west, and the Indian Ocean to its south. What is plateau? A large high area of flat land is called plateau. Do you know, children? The Deccan Plateau region has many rivers like the Krishna, Kaveri, Godavari, and Mahanadi. These rivers are rain-fed, means they often become dry during summer, unlike the snow-fed rivers of the north. This region is very rich in minerals. Some part of the plateau are covered with thick forest. This region has a moderate climate that is neither too hot nor too cold. To the west of the Deccan Plateau are mountains called the Western Ghat. To the east of the Deccan Plateau are mountains called the Eastern Ghats. These mountains are not as high as those in the Himalayan range. There are narrow strips of plain land along the east and west coasts of India. They are called the coastal plains. Now we are going to learn about islands. Island is a piece of land which is surrounded by water. An island is a piece of land which is surrounded by water. The land which is surrounded by water. If you look closely at the map of India, you will find several small islands in the Arabian Sea and Bay of Bengal. In the Bay of Bengal, there is a group of islands called the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. In the Arabian Sea, there is another group of islands called the Lakshadweep Islands. These islands are part of our country.